Well, all right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Citizens of YouTube. It's Pastor Dowell here. Hey, top of the morning to you, or afternoon or evening, whichever way it is for you, whatever time frame you're in. You know, I'm happy to say that we actually approached this subject right here concerning biblical divorce, remarriage, and polygyny, because it has caused people to do the thing that they haven't done themselves, which is open up the Bible, see what the scriptures have to say for itself rather than what a man says, and then come to a conclusion. But you have to study. You have to study and do your own due diligence, because people that are in religion, a false religion, false teaching, false doctrine, they know how to manipulate and coerce, and they know how to approach this Bible a certain way in order to try to convince you of what's already been traditionally accepted by the masses. And so as we going on now, hey, I've had so many people send me communications by thanking you for removing the veil of condemnation off of me because I thought. And I said, all you gotta do is read what the word says, and it's all you gotta do. And so another thing that's really coming to fruition is that people are really truly getting and understanding the point that if the creator of the universe said to David that if you would have wanted more, I would have given to you. He's making reference to wives or women. That means the unchanging creator, who's the same yesterday, today, and forever. I am Yahweh your Elohim, I change not, therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. He's still repeating the same thing that he's always said. Now, what happens is that anytime you start to talk about biblical marriage, the first thing that people want to do is run back to Genesis 2:24. And let me tell you all this. I'm going to say this to everyone so that everybody can get a proper understanding of this. Listen, Genesis 2:24, and the motto was of Genesis 2:24, when Jesus said in Matthew 19, from the beginning it was not so, talking about a man divorcing his wife. That's because the Genesis 2:24 model was a model for a perfect world, a perfect universe in which there was no sin. And in that perfect world, Adam and Eve walked around the garden butt naked day and night. Didn't even know they were naked. And in that perfect world, they didn't have to eat meat. They didn't eat meat. They were vegetarians, vegans. In that perfect world. So a lot of times when people want to tout in Genesis 2:24, this is called bad pseudo scholarship right here, bad theology. People want to take the perfect world and then try to put that perfect world now where there were no laws, because righteousness was already ruling in the earth and them. But then after the fall, when sin entered into the world, and then from the first monogamous couple in the universe, Adam and Eve, we get the first sin. People always say, you always have trouble in plural marriages. Not like you did with monogamy, because monogamy started it all. We got the first murder, the first bitterness, the first hate, first killing, all of it. I mean, that is the inception of sin from a monogamous relationship. Why did that happen? It's because now we're after the fall. After the fall, now we have laws, rules, guidelines, statutes, and commandments. So the Most High Yah had to give us a book called the Scriptures in order to show us what His will is and to teach us how to obey, because we had a fallen nature. And now the lies of Christianity can no longer be purported. They can no longer be supported, because you have those of us who the Father has put His Spirit in, and I might ask in these last days, in the restoration of all things, to restore truth. And that is what's happening. Families, biblical Israelite families, are being restored. And they're not with these pseudo lies of these falsehoods of this pagan, satanic religion called Christianity that's full of nothing but lies and fairy tales. Again, it is really simple. Go and see if Yahweh, the creator of the universe, ever abrogated or ever done away with or ever repealed the 7-day Sabbath. Genesis to Revelation, go check it out and see what we're going to be doing in the kingdom. It won't be from one Sunday to another. It won't happen like that. And then to check everything, because you are charged to prove all things and to hold fast to that which is good. Go and check and see. Go and check and see if there's any instructions for us to celebrate Christmas or Easter. It's simple. It really is that simple. Well, so I'll make this video right here because what I'm going to do is I want to make myself available here. Be you in Jamaica, in Africa, or wherever you may be in the world, the United States of America, Canada, Mexico, Hawaii, makes no difference. Wherever you are, if you have a congregation, send me proof of it and your pastorship, and we will talk. And I will try to come and help you all out in sound doctrine concerning not only we need the Holy Spirit to get filled with the Holy Spirit, to exercise the power of Yah in doing divine healing and casting out devils, and to restore the things that have been lost through lies, traditional lies, to show you that it is lawful for a man to have more than one wife, as long as he does it lawfully. And to also, for those of you who have been hurt and disappointed by a very nasty divorce or separation, I'll help come and bring that to your attention too. And we'll use the word to do it, to help restore things right. Hopefully to get people in the right vein. You see, because Pastor Dowell, I'm not ashamed of the message. I damn so ain't ashamed of my family. And I'm not ashamed of the gospel, the truth, and the truth that I live. Not at all. I can articulate it from Genesis to Revelation as easy as I know the back of my hand, the front of my hand. I can. And I'm glad to know I can do it. And I'm seeking and I'm making myself known to help many of you out there who may have issues in these areas right here, to help pray that the Most High Yah opens the eyes of your understanding so that holiness, truth, peace can be yours. So you can really truly get on in the work of the kingdom. I hope that some way, somehow, that many of you would get a hold of this number right here behind me. Make yourself available. And we'll see what we can do to set up times and locations, what we can do concerning travel, for me to come and to actually help bring you up to a level, a higher level in the Most High Yah. Because remember, the lie always binds, but the truth always sets free. It does. So it's more than that. And we can make a day of it. And I will definitely open up the door to questions and answers. More than anything, we need to get about what the Father said that we were going to do. Cast out devils, heal the sick, the things that Jesus anointed for us for. But I'm telling you right now, 1 John 2:4 says that any man says that he know me and keep not my commandments, he is a liar and the truth is not in him. So we're here to set the captives free. We're here to set a lot of people free from pagan traditions of men, doctrines of men, false teachings of men. And hey, hopefully we can all build a relationship on this. And then you can ask me tough questions. I had somebody ask me earlier, Pastor Dowell, why in the world do you drink beer? Why do you drink wine? Why do you drink strong drink? And it's really simple. I'll answer the question after you do your due diligence. Please go look in the Bible and see what it has to say. The Bible doesn't condemn wine, strong drink, or beer. It condemns drunkenness. As a matter of fact, wine was designed to make a man's heart merry. And what life is it of a man without wine and women? And Jesus, remember, he was accused of being a wine bibber, of friends of publicans and sinners. Amazing, isn't it? What are we charged to drink during the Passover? Is it water, grape juice, or wine? I think you already know the answer. But a lot of things you're not going to get clear of by just going and asking your pastor or your preacher or teacher. A lot of things you're going to get clear from if you just sit down, be prayerful, open up those scriptures and ask y'all to open your understanding, then come back and listen to me. Go to the scriptures first. See, a lot of times these people by the sleight of men, what they try to do is go to the New Testament to establish their doctrine or some truths. And I'm going to tell you right now, the New Testament is no place to establish new laws. As a matter of fact, Paul said in Romans, let's go over here to Romans chapter 7 real quick, and let's read what he said, okay? Romans chapter 7, excuse me, verse 12. He says, wherefore the law is holy, the commandment, oh, you hear that? Holy, just, that means righteous, and good. Over in Psalms 119, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. He says over in Isaiah chapter 8, and he says this, listen closely, to the law, to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light, there is no knowing, there's no revelation, there's no knowledge, there's no truth in them. That's book. And Jesus ended all this, and I'm just jumping around to help you out a little bit. Matthew 5, verse 17. He says, don't you think I come to destroy the law or the prophets? I didn't come to destroy it. I came to fulfill. And I want to show y'all what the meaning of the law is. I want to show you what it looks like. I come in the volume of the book because it is written of me. That's the Messiah. So, hey, the number here, country code 1. Matter of fact, see, country code. Let me take this down. Country code 1, 615-688-3025 if you like Pastor Dowell. And of course, I'm gonna bring a little small contingency with me wherever I go to come to your area and help. We're not there. I don't want to be the grandiose or anything. You probably have your own assemblies that the Most High God's leading you in your organization or whatever. But if you desire to be part of Straitway, you want to become part of Straitway and be a part of this movement that we're doing and restoring everything in all of Israel, call this number behind us. But we do thank the Father for the response that has taken place so far because it is setting a lot of people free. But remember this, after you get set free, you come out of her. My people, come out of these false churches, come away from these false teachers, come away from these false teachers and false leaders. Repent, turn from your wicked way, walk in the newness of life. We'll be there to help support you. So call this number right here today if you're interested, or anytime you are able to hear this message right here, and we will respond to you. And also leave the subject matter that is a concern for you that you would like for Pastor Dowell to discuss amongst you, the pastor, the elder, the teachers, leaders, or the assembly. Hey, we're here to help you, not hinder you. And if you choose to want to be a part of us, that's your prerogative. But if you're in the body of Christ and you still want to just go on the way that God's leading you, that's fine too. Maybe we'll have a brotherhood in the fellowship. Hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I truly, truly do. We thank the Father for what's going on and what's happening, because this truth is setting a lot of people free. I want y'all all to be encouraged and walk in the newness of life, all right? Shalom. The King is coming.